National Association of Social Workers New York chapter office, and our guest today is Mr. Robert Schachter, who is Executive Director of National Association of Social Workers here in New York City chapter. We are very honored to spend 1 hour with Mr. Schachter and asking him different questions about Social Work Association here in America. The association was established in 1955, and Mr. Schachter has been Executive Director for almost 25 years. 25 years, and it was very interesting to hear about his experience. As you know, this project is within we are trying to raise awareness about social work profession in our countries, and when we try to explain what this profession is, it's quite challenging. So could you please in few words say who are the social workers? How do you define them, as the profession is so broad? How would you define as this profession, and what do you think social workers contribute to the society? Why is it so important to have them?
Those are very challenging questions, but I appreciate your asking. In NASW, we consider social workers graduates of professional social work degree programs, both at the baccalaureate level as well as at master's level, but many also have doctorates. So who is a social worker is often contingent on the education one has received, but it's also something I think where we share in common a value system about the primacy of the individual and the belief that people are unique and that everybody has a tremendous potential for growth no matter what their circumstances. And I think one of the major contributions that social workers make is their analysis as a result of their training of social situations, as well as emotional capacity and resources, internal and external resources. And social workers really help people maximize their capacity even under very difficult, challenging circumstances, to be able to access the resources they need, or to be able to develop the resources within themselves or with their families or with the groups that they are with. And it's often working with people who are not necessarily served by the mainstream of society. So whether it's underserved people, it's people who are homeless, or people who are low income and face very, very difficult circumstances. And I think social workers make a very unique contribution with people who have great needs.
Thank you so much. And maybe a few words about social workers' influence on policies and government decisions.
Well, in the United States, over the last 60 or 70 years, I would say that social workers have played key roles in contributing to national and state and local policy. So social workers aren't limited to working with individuals, but taking their experience both individually and as a profession and turning that into recommendations and into policy. We had social workers involved in the Social Security Act of 1935.
That's right. Yes.
And many other policies since then. And we have social workers today who are making enormous contributions at every level of government in the United States.
Thank you so much.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you for having us here.
Pleasure.